know I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Know I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are sick of wasting money on packs, go check out my sponsor. They offer the cheapest and most reliable way to buy coins straight from the source. Use code MAZE at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Hello and welcome back to another installment of last week's Weekend League Recap. I'm your host, the California Cowboy, Maze-O-Matic, and in today's video, we're going over games 21 through 25, the final episode of our Weekend League Recap. Now, before we get too far into it, I would like you guys to let me know in the comments in future weeks if you would rather see all 25 games like we did this week, so it would be 5 videos, 5 games per video, or would you rather have just one video where I go over a recap of my best games of the weekend? I have a feeling that you guys would rather see all 25 games, but just please let me know in the comments what you guys would prefer because it helps me out moving forward. Additionally, at the end of this video, we're going to be opening up our Weekend League rewards for the week. So you guys are going to see how we finished on the weekend and then see if we pull anything good in the rewards. Now, I haven't opened my rewards yet, so it is going to be a live reaction, and there are some limited edition cards in packs right now, so hopefully we can get one of those. As always, though, before we get into the video, we're going to go over the best and the worst comment of the day. The best comment of the day, back once again, is Jason Crocker, who said, EA's patches are as helpful as a school nurse who only gives you ice. Very solid comment, Jason. And the worst comment of the day, which is also just a funny comment. I don't know why I'm considering this the worst comment of the day, but Langerak, who said if Tiffany was a guy, she'd be hot as fuck. I agree with you, bro. The only changes we've made to the team is we've replaced Brandon Cooks with Reggie Wayne. Additionally, with the latest patch, you are no longer able to get your wide receiver at tight end using the method I was. So I have about 3 million coins that I'm going to be spending in terms of building out my entire lineup, like getting actual middle linebackers, getting a second tight end, and I will be streaming directly after this video is up. So once this video goes up, if you guys want to stop by the stream and help me spend those coins, I will be playing Weekend League as well as drinking. As always, it'll be a lot of fun. So getting into our 21st game, those are our top 3 right there, and our opponent's top 3. He's got Byron Jones, Stephon Gilmore, and Asante Samuel. Additionally, this guy is top 100 every single week. So I already know there's going to be a hell game. He's got 3 cornerbacks in his top 3. But starting off on the defensive side of the ball, we get a user lurk with Isaiah Simmons. Tried to get a little too cute on the return and end up getting tackled at the 12. But now we have an opportunity inside the 10-yard line to go up early. 3rd and 4, we drop back to pass with Dan Marino. Unfortunately, nothing was really open, and I did not want to risk throwing an interception. So we end up taking a sack. 4th and 14, we kick our field goal going up 3 points. Now, 3 points is still very valuable, especially to start the game, because that is a whole extra possession. I am up. Now I just got to continue to play good defense, and that will hopefully be the difference between a win and a loss here. So 3-0, his ball once again. We get him in a 4th down. We ran commit, and he runs it right up the middle with Eddie George and ends up falling forward for the 1st down to move the chains. 2nd and 15 now. He's kind of switched the formation he was in. He started out in gun split close, but we were bagging in that a little bit, and now he switched to a more spread look. I believe this is U-trips. So he is running the Pats playbook, same as me, but running a different formation in U-trips. He's got a nice dot there from the running back on that wheel route. There's almost no zone that covers that, so I'm now thinking pretty much got to man up the running back just about every time, or I'm going to risk giving up that wheel all game. The very next play, 1st and 10, he throws a laser to the corner, and we had a hard flat out there, which did not cover that, and he gets a nice touchdown. So 3-7 now. We are now down with our first time for a real full offensive drive, and so far we're moving. We get the corner out right here to Tyreek Hill. That's gonna move the chains once again, gives the ball inside the red zone at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 6. We got Tyreek Hill once again back of the end zone. Laser from Dan the Man, aka Dagger Dick Dan, to give us a touchdown and get the lead. We also chewed down the clock enough where he did not have an opportunity to drive down and get any points at the end of half. So we go into half with the lead, getting the ball. It's 10-7. Unfortunately, we get caught in a 4th and 11 here. Everything is pretty much covered, and I try to force something over the middle to Tony Gonzalez that gets intercepted and gives him the ball. Thankfully, because of that first interception in the game, we're still up 3 points now. So it's 10-7. We got to do our best to hold him here, because if we give up any points, we are going to at least tie the game, if not lose our lead. So 10-7, trying to hold him to at least 3. I don't want to give up more than that. We click on and just couldn't get our user out there. So a nice completion from our opponent is going to move the chains further, giving him the ball inside the red zone where we do lock up, play some better defense, get him in a 4th and 17 where he takes his 3 points and ties the game up. So now we're in the 4th quarter. It's our ball. It's a tie game. This guy is a phenomenal player, and I'm going to make it even easier on him. Just throw a Stevie Wonder read straight to Stephon Gilmore. Steph Gilly, highest paid corner in the league, going to make a nice interception and give him the ball back already in field goal range. So with 2 minutes left, it's 3rd and 2. He goes for this 0-1 trap, and you know I love 0-1 traps. I'm not going to let you run that on me. I ran commit, get this stop, held him to 3. So now we have an opportunity where we need at least 3 points, but ideally we get 7 and win this game. 1st and 10, dropping back. Dagger Dig Dan, a nice pass to Mark Clayton, who gets blown up, but holds on to it across midfield now. We are moving the ball pretty nice. Run the ball to Barry Sanders, going to cut inside, get a nice another gain to about the 30-yard line. So now we're at the 31, and I get caught in a situation where I don't want to force anything, but I do want to score a touchdown here. So we throw the screen. Somehow, Jack Youngblood plays it perfectly. That was a computer 85 overall, and we get the chew clock glitch right after, which runs our clock all the way down. We're forced to run an inside zone that I didn't really want to run, and we get stopped for 0 gain. Now we have to kick a field goal to tie the game up. It's an iced kick. Looks like we got it perfectly. I thought we did, but Jack Youngblood's bitch ass, with 4 seconds left, not only sniffed out the screen, but comes in there and blocks our kick. So Jack Youngblood, the 85 overall free solo player, somehow is going to win that game for him and completely fuck us. But GG's my opponent, 16-5 now. We did have a disconnect loss as well. So just like that, in a span of a couple games, our record kind of got screwed. So now we're just in salvage mode. Can't really afford to lose any more games as we head into our next one. Morale is at an all-time low. I was flustered mentally, and that's never a good place you want to be in when you're playing Madden. You're going to lose more games when you do that. We got to get back on track. 1st and 10. Going against the Ravens here. He throws a lob pass. For some reason, I had Bobby Bell in there, who's covering Tyreek Hill, and Bobby Bell manned up on Tyreek Hill. You're never going to win that matchup. That was just a bad play designed by me. Bad personnel in there. Thankfully, Troy Vincent undercuts a route technician corner route. I don't really know how, but I will take it. We got the click-on user interception, and he's going to take it all the way back for about a 90-yard interception pick 6 to give us the first points of the game. A fantastic way to start out. And frankly, like I said, I don't really know how that happened, but Troy Vincent giveth and Troy Vincent taketh. The very next drive, Troy Vincent gets toasted over the top by Tyreek Hill for a touchdown. So he got us a touchdown, and then he gave up a touchdown. So a little bit of a bummer, but now it's a 7-7 ball game with our first drive of the day. 4th down, we convert with Tyreek Hill there. A pretty nice pass and a pretty nice catch. The very next drive, we throw an incompletion on 4th down. And I want you guys to watch this, okay? You're going to watch what Steve Atwater does. He plays like he's going to the flat, and then very last second, drops back into that zone. Now, remember this coverage, because I mean, to me, it looked like a lurk almost by a zone, and that's going to come into play later in the game as well. So just remember that play when we go forward in this game. 1st and 10, back on defense now. We need to get a stop once again. My opponent throws what I thought should have been an interception, but it gets batted away and lets him fight for another down where he ends up converting on a very nice dot. Bring up a 1st and 10. There's about 15 seconds left in the half, so I'm playing off coverage. I have a zone out here, and somehow, at the end of half with 10 seconds left, I get absolutely screwed out of my man. Dan Marino on the rollout throw. Adrian Wilson just completely whiffs on the interception and gives up 7 points right before half. So that's a terrible way to end the half. Now we go into half down 7. We are getting the ball, but we're going to need to score 7 in order to even tie this game. He's coming out in big dime 1-4-6 every time. So you know my mentality. If you're coming out in big dime, I'm going to be running 0-1 trap. We got him out of that real quick. Now he's in a more heavy set, and that's not going to be as good against a pass. So we get Tony G on a nice laser on the crossing route. Going to give us the 7 points we needed to tie the game. Now, 2nd and 24. My opponent almost gets a safety, but somehow Dagger Dig Dan gets the ball off to bring up a 3rd and 24. And 3rd and 24, I'm like, no way he converts this from the 6-yard line. We get absolutely no pass rush. His flat route bounces off the sideline, finds an opening, and he converts on 3rd and 24. And that just kills me. It felt like a dagger got stabbed right in my freaking heart. But if we do want to get a stop, we're going to have to flush that away and play better defense. 2nd and 12 now back. And we almost get the user lurk. I took Acrobat off my user, and that was a perfect example of an opportunity where I think Isaiah Simmons would normally have dove for that if I had Acrobat on him. So I am going to be putting Acrobat back on because that was just incredibly frustrating in crunch time for that to happen. Bo Jackson then on the carry, going to bounce off a blocker and take it 17 yards into the end zone to give him a 7-point lead with 1 minute left in the game. And you guys, this is the exact zone I was talking about. Steve Atwater somehow in some kind of zone, I believe it was a 3-rec, lurked me, and I'm going to go in depth right now. In my head, I'm like, this is a flat, right? He's running a flat. He's covering the flat. And I'm like, okay, he's going to be open on it in this little hitch area right here, right? But for some reason, Atwater is like baiting the fuck. I mean, he isn't that crazy? Boom. Like right before I throw it, he like drops into that zone. So I don't know what it was because I see him go to the sideline. So I think flat. I think that's a flat. And then boom, he's back. Like, what is that? So that pushes our record to 16-6, and in the span of the last 5 games, we had a disconnect and then 2 heartbreaker losses. I think the consensus was that that was a 3-rec zone, and if you guys know anything about 3-rec zones, they do tend to bait like that because of the matching principles. It's very complicated, but a 3-rec is very hard to predict how they're going to play. So that's what I'm assuming that was. But if we want to completely screw our record, we're gonna keep focusing on that. But if we want to win the next game and save this weekend, we need to let it go and move on. And that's exactly what we're gonna do here. Unfortunately, we get in a 4th and 21 early. We go for it because we're at the 37, just out of field goal range. And unfortunately, my opponent gets a block shed and ends up getting the sack. So now we're on defense, and my life is crumbling before my eyes. I've taken 2 L's in a row, about to take a 3rd. He throws it straight into double coverage in the flat, and instead of taking it the other way, my boys just decide to swat the ball. They just decided to swat the ball away. I wasn't very happy with that, but we end up getting the turnover eventually. However, on my next drive, I throw a Stevie Wonder read straight to Jamal Adams. He gets a user lurk. Now inside the 20, goes for a field goal, but he shanks it. So this guy's choking too. He's leaving the door wide open for me to make a comeback and redeem myself. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. On my next drive, I said, you know what? No more turnovers. I'm going to play smart. We get Tyreek Hill on the flat. He's going to take it for about 20 yards right there, outrun his defender to move the chains for us. Gets us the ball at the 48, about midfield. We go back to Barry Sanders, and boom, inside, outside, double juke, and he's off to the races. If you guys don't know how to do the double juke, I will be doing a tutorial in a future video, a full guide to the best stick in Madden. The double juke is just OP as hell. Moving on to our next defensive drive, we want to get a stop, and he throws an out-of-sack duck that Rod Woodson intercepts to give us the ball back. And now we kind of got the juices flowing. We got the momentum going. We're going back to Barry. He's going to take it inside, and boom, double juke. That time it didn't work, but we did get a nice gain and move the chains once again. So Barry Sanders is kind of the only thing that's working out for us right now. We throw it to Barry, none other than the man himself. Reach for it, baby. Nice little spin move, 360 reach for it. I like that. 2nd and 2. We're looking for an open receiver. We throw over the middle on the drag. But Asante Samuel, I guess he pressed the shit out of him. Asante Samuel had bench press. My receiver was tired. And it led to Asante Samuel running the route for him, jumping it, and taking it for 6 with 25 seconds left in the half. So that was, once again, a terrible way to end the half. We haven't given up any points on the defensive side of the ball, but we've given up 7 now on offense. So my offense is really going to lead to us losing this game. Now coming out in the second half, my opponent does start with the ball, so he is driving as well. He's having a great second half so far. Almost a different team, it looks like, moving down the field with ease. Thankfully, we end up holding strong in the red zone at the 7-yard line, and he is forced to take his 3. He does not miss that one, however, bringing the score 10-7. We are now down 3 points. And once again, guys, if I want to win this game, oh, look at those jukes from Barry. It's beautiful. The double juke, guys, you got to do it. You got to add it to your arsenal if you don't have it already. I would highly recommend it. 3rd and 2, looking over the middle, a nice dot from Dan to our new addition, Reggie Wayne, which moves the chains once again, giving it back to our boy Barry, who gets to the outside and finds some open space. He is quick and elusive enough to find the hole and get in the end zone. 10-14. Now we are up 4 points, and once again, got to play some phenomenal defense. That running back wheel, however, was giving me a lot of troubles as he finds it there and gets to the 39-yard line across midfield, almost in field goal range already. Unfortunately for him, he does have to get 7. Finds another nice crosser to give him the ball at the 15-yard line, and now 1st and 10, he finds a post, and a very ballsy throw by him. I would have expected my middle third to play that, however, it did not. So now we get the ball back, down 7. We got Freight Train from Barry Sanders. You're going to see it's Eric Dickerson 2.0 with the Freight Train. Barry Sanders with a juke to the broken tackle, off to the races for another touchdown. In this game, like I said, Barry Sanders was just about the only thing that was working, and he is holding us together. 55 seconds left. We're up 4. He throws a laser over the middle, but it looks like Dan was over the line of scrimmage, giving him an illegal forward pass, saving our day with 42 seconds left. We get him in a 4th and 15. All we got to do is hold strong here and get off the field. We do not see the post coming behind us, and he converts, keeping his drive alive with 37 seconds left. He's at the 44-yard line. Once again, he needs to find 7. He goes for a cover 4 beater, and somehow he knew that I was in cover 4. I think he might have been in the stream or something like that, boys, because that was a little too cute. So now we're down 3 points. We got 25 seconds left. Thankfully, we do have 4 timeouts over the middle to Mark Clayton, who's going to get a solid gain of about 20. And if we can do that every time, we're going to keep taking it. 20 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Dan dropping back to pass. Once again, we find Barry Sanders, who has Freight Train enabled, and he gets inside field goal range. So now 15 seconds left. We are in field goal range. We end up running the ball a couple times, playing conservative, taking our 3, because I am known for throwing picks in the clutch time. I throw interceptions all the time. I'd rather be on defense, to be honest. And starting off overtime, I guess we get our wish. We're starting out on the defensive side of the ball. Usering with Isaiah Simmons. His player's a little bit too fast. Jerry Rice gets behind us, gives him the ball across midfield. At the 49-yard line, 2nd and 13. He's looking for a drag route. Nothing is really open, and it looks like he's going to take a sack here. He tries to throw it deep, but he gets a throw out of sack because we had some pressure. We had 5 guys in the area, but no one is able to get the interception. It comes up with a 4th and 13. My opponent decides to go for it. We play some great defense, and off the left end, it is none other than our boy, the edge threat Adalius, to get the game-changing sack. Now, 1st and 10, you know where we're giving the ball. It's Barry Sanders. Till I die, Barry Sanders with about 300 yards rushing, single-handedly wins us the game, gets us out of our slump. Now 17-6. We got 2 games remaining, and really we got to win both of these if we want to have a respectable record. Last week we got 19 wins. This week we're going to get hopefully 19 again with the 1 disconnect. So over the middle, our opponent here is the Saints. He gets Tyreek Hill on the post route. Troy Vincent getting burned and giving him the ball inside the 10 at the 5-yard line. But this is the hardest point to score. 1st and goal, however, he is going to run the ball. I ran commit up the middle, but it did not work, and Bo Jackson gets into the end zone to give him the first points of the day. I hate it when they score 7 on their first drive. It always makes me feel like, I don't know. Doesn't make me feel good. But 4th and 7 on our first drive, Tony G getting open behind his corner. And if we're being honest, if he had his zone drop set another 5 yards back, that probably would have been an interception. But thankfully he did not, and we end up getting a large gain. From there, we give the ball to Barry Sanders, who gets hit at the 1-yard line, but reaches the ball across the end zone to get the touchdown and tie the game. So now it's a 7-7 ball game. We're playing a little bit better defense here. It looks like Asante Samuel in the perfect spot to get the perfect timing user pick. And just like that, my opponent's offense seems to be starting to fall apart a little bit. We get the interception. Unfortunately, we are not able to score 7 out of it, but we do get 3, and we go up 3 points, now 10-7 as we come to the 2-minute warning in the second half. He goes back to this post route over the middle. I knew that was coming. I used it with Isaiah Simmons this time and get the user lurk. Isaiah Simmons probably the best user in the game because he's not only fast, but he's tall and he can jump, giving him a lot of advantage in those one-on-one situations. Tony G over the middle, a little bit of a weird animation. I low-balled it to him when he had inside leverage, and we get that weird animation. I don't know if I can do that consistently, but it might be something worth looking into if we can. Over the middle, towards the end of the first half, it looked like my guy was seriously 20 yards behind him. I legitimately thought I had 20 yards behind Rod Woodson, who was in a QB spy, but somehow the QB spy intercepted that pass. A little bit weird, but as we end the first half, we end it with a pick 6. Terrible way to end it. And we start off the second half returning the kick. We're supposed to have a huge advantage here. We're up 2 possessions. We're getting the ball, but no, we throw a pick 6 to end the half. We fumble on the opening kickoff, and the tables really turned. Thankfully, we played some great defense, got another nice interception. Troy Vincent there. Get a nice return after the interception as well, all the way out to the 37. And it's our ball once again, this time hoping to not screw myself over. We see Tony G, who looks like he burned Rod Woodson, and yes, he did. He got behind him somehow, despite only having about 85 speed. Tony G is going to score about a 75-yard touchdown for us and really put this game out of reach for my opponent. Now we're up 10 points, his ball, and he throws it to the flats. Thankfully, we had A.J. Terrell in a hard flat. He's going to jump from the safety position, come down and intercept that, take it back for 6, giving us a 3-possession lead towards the end of this game, into the third quarter. We're up 31-14. My opponent slowly feeling this game slip away. Nice pass by him to Reggie Wayne. He's going to take it for about 50 yards. Get tackled by Steve Atwater at the 24-yard line. 3rd and 7 now. He's looking to pass and get a quick score. My job is to not let that happen. Unfortunately, we don't play good enough defense, and he gets the 7 points to put him slightly within reach of this game. 31-21 as we head into the fourth quarter. And guess what? Tony G got behind Rod Woodson once again. My opponent was probably pretty pissed, because I would be pissed if I was him. I don't know how Tony G was getting behind Rod Woodson every time, but he just was. And just like that, your peer has conceded the game, giving us a victory. Now 18-6, heading into our 25th and final game. My opponent has maxed out Sam Mills, Byron Jones. He's got a pretty good squad, it looks like. Those are my top 3. You know, he's coming out in this gun tight offset tight end, some Madden 20 shit. And I guess this guy, you know, screw it. If he wants to play Madden 20, we'll play Madden 20. Boom! Psych! Tries to throw a corner route. Thankfully, our boy Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, is there to get the interception, giving us the first turnover of the day. 4th and 15. I try to squeeze it in there on 4th down, but Tony G's not able to hold on to it. We turn the ball right over to him. Thankfully, though, again, it looks like this might be a defensive battle, because we're playing great defense on him. He seemed to be playing good defense on us. We hold him to 3. He is slightly out of range, though, and is not able to kick it through the uprights. and he misses the field goal. So it's still a 0-0 ball game now in the second quarter. Once again, looking for an open receiver. I find the post over the middle, and Mark Clayton with a great catch holds on to it despite the hit stick. And now with the ball inside the red zone, it's the Barry Sanders show. He gets hit at the goal line, but reach for it. We get the touchdown. 7-0 now in the second quarter. He tries to throw a lobbed corner route, and Tyrann Mathieu once again in man coverage, diving for the interception. That is his second on the day to give us the ball once again. And honestly, if we score here, I think this game is just about over. Mark Clayton on the sideline catching a cover 2. Gets tackled, though, at the 2-yard line. But from the 2, we're going to give it to Barry Sanders once again. And this dude has too much fight in him. He reaches across the goal line to give us another touchdown. Give us a 14-0 lead with 1 minute left in the first half. He, though, fires right back. This guy's got fight as well. Brandon Cooks on the streak, burns Tyrann Mathieu, gives him the quick score to put him right back in this game. With 1 minute left now, we are looking for another big play to answer back, and we got Reggie Wayne on a deep post over the middle, and we're just firing. It's a shootout now. What started as a defensive battle has turned into a defensive collapse, and Reggie Wayne with 45 seconds marches across the end zone to give us our 14-point lead once again. Now back on the defensive side of the ball, and boom, Troy Vincent with another interception. The more I watch these games, the more I realize Troy Vincent is a very volatile player. He either gets an interception or he gives up a touchdown. There's no in between. But Troy Vincent this time going to get us a pick 6 as we end the first half, extending our lead to 21. And now with a 21-point lead with the ball, this game is very much out of reach for my opponent. All we got to really do is run down the clock. So you guys can see we jumped a little bit in time there. Double juke inside Barry Sanders to the end zone. We ran down the entire third quarter with this one drive, and that's exactly what you want to do when you have the lead. Peter has conceded the game, and that is going to do it for our final game. We get the victory, moving our record to 19-6 on the weekend. So with our 19 wins, we were just outside of top 100. We get 300 Series 1 trophies and 50,000 coins. So we're going to quick sell those right now and then get into the packs we got and hopefully pull some of these limited cards that are in packs. So we got 8 unopened packs, and if you are opening your weekly rewards, I would recommend just taking the coins because you're not usually going to pull much, but for entertainment purposes, I am going to pull the packs. Mama didn't raise a bitch, starting with the Hail Mary packs, not really expecting much to be in here, but you never know where these limiteds are going to pop out. And frankly, I don't know if I've ever pulled a limited in my life, so if I did happen to pull one in this pack opening, I would be very excited. I don't usually have very good luck with limited edition cards. I remember last year, I think my best pull was I did pull a golden ticket Michael Vick out of it was like a 97 plus pack. So I did pull a Michael Vick. I feel like I tend to pull Michael Vicks. I've pulled a couple in years past. But right now, my focus is on the limited cards. Now, I think there's a limited Kawan Short, and I don't even remember it's a running, but Dalvin Cook. So there's a Kawan Short and a Dalvin Cook, defensive tackle and running back. I don't really need either because I don't really run too many defensive tackles on my field, and I already have Barry Sanders, so I don't really need Dalvin. I'll probably sell either one. So I'm not super excited about these limiteds, but you know, they're gonna have value because they're limited. So starting off, you guys can see we're on the midfield packs. These have, I think, 10,000 coin quick sell value. So I'm pretty much just doing this. If I don't pull anything good, I'm just quick selling it for training. And let's see how much training I get here. I got 74 training, so I don't even think that's worth 10,000 coins. But moving on to the red zone packs, these have 25,000 coins worth of value, and I think these ones are probably the ones where you're most likely to get your value out of the packs rather than just taking the quick sells. The touchdown packs are atrocious, so those you should take the coins every time. But the red zone, you might actually pull something nice. I do not, however, so I know I said that, but you know, screw these packs, man. I hate these packs. Moving on to the next red zone pack. And I swear to God, if all these packs, all I get is training, I'm going to be a little bummed. I got to get at least one good pull, right? One elite. I don't think I've gotten one elite yet. And we stay with that. Jesus, these packs are awful. Finally, we got 2 touchdown packs. Now, you could get 50,000 coins, or you could open the touchdown pack. I'm going to choose to open the pack. I choose to open the pack, despite me knowing there's going to be nothing in here. We haven't even pulled one elite yet. Oh, it's a power-up. Chris Harris Jr., probably ass. I don't think that goes for anything. All right, here's our elite. It's going to be an 80 over. 83 DeForest Buckner. Nice. But I'm taking the training on that. I don't even want the cards. You know, just give me the training. We'll call it a day. One more pack to go. Touchdown pack here. Once again, I believe you're guaranteed one elite player out of the touchdown pack, and for some reason they think that that elite player is going to be worth 50,000 coins. But once again, if we can get anything higher than an 85, I'll be pretty thrilled. Tell me that 81 wasn't our elite. And it really was. Hayden Hurst, 81. You're killing me with this. Just give me the training. Screw this. That's going to do it for the video, guys. Once again, please let me know in the comment section if you guys would prefer me to post all 25 games every week, because I can do that now. Or if you guys just want one video with a recap of my best games of the weekend. Let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Boys, I will be seeing you very soon.